Well, this one's simple. It's very easy, very good. So, Salt Life. It's a brand that covers being by the beach, lots of salt, water equipment, fishing, things like that. It's a whole thing. I'm not really in it. I know of it for a long time, and this is their lager. That's all I know. Maybe I need to go a little more in depth than that. Because I looked it up, I was like, maybe somebody's brewing it for them. Like, no, Salt Life, right there in Florida, doing their thing, and they have a special agreement with Louisiana too. So, if you see it, I highly recommend it. I just happened to see it on sale. Unfortunately, I guess it wasn't doing that rate. So this is for lager people, because I always say, I'll do a lager, I'll do a lager. So every time I get a chance to do lagers, which covers a few beers that you'll be surprised about, I would like you to try these ones. You know, they're smaller, or maybe it's a nice company that's really done great for the community. We want to put light on them, just see what it's about. So if you just want a different lager, here you go. Usually they go for crisp, clean, because that's what Americans have been made to enjoy. You know, it's called piss, crappy, weak lager, but it's not. It's just another variety. It just so happened it became very affordable to make and produce, so they can maximize their profits, and they abused it. It doesn't mean it deserves anything less, because all beer, as long as it's made right with some kind of affection, love, and care, it's wonderful. Very clean and light. Very subtle lemon. It is. It feels like I'm by the ocean. But a good amount of hops, but not too much. Then the maltiness just cascades over like a beautiful wave and just brings this golden ray of sunshine. I like it. I'm more of a Miller person, if that kind of helps anybody. Some people, I was younger. Bud Light was my go-to for a long time, and as I got out of the Army, Bush was in the scene, and Keystone, all that stuff, and little by little, my body was like, look, we're gonna have to narrow this down. And so little by little, I started picking, and then all of a sudden, I tried Miller. I always heard about it. I've had it a few times, but it wasn't my go-to. And for some reason, I could have a few, like 6 Miller, and I would wake up pretty good in the morning. I wouldn't feel that bad. So that's just my go-to. So hopefully that flavor profile helps you understand where they're at. I believe this is right in the middle, because it's just a little, not quite sweet, but just a little more sweet malt kick than Bud Light. Because Bud Light has a good amount of it, but when it gets mistreated, you lose a lot of that beautiful subtleness. Yeah, but it still has a good amount of hops, but not a whole lot. Like Lagunitas does a couple lagers. They're just very hoppy. By all means, wonderful. You want that, good, go for it. This is just a little bit eased up from that. Still good malt, very crisp, but not over crispy, not over anything. It's just great. It's still more than the other beers, but definitely kicking back and just being a good lager. So there you go. 2 thumbs up. I love it. Awesome. Give them a little support. See if you like it. And if not, at least try something, you know, that is in your profile of lager. Because if you're just a lager beer person, great, by all means. And this is just something you can just jump around with. Oh, well, yeah, it's been a while, you know, just change it up. So there you go. That's all we got to say. Awesome. I think it's great. I enjoy a good lager, and I'm enjoy this one. Until then, until later, you enjoy. Have a good night.